Oka, what's up, man? What are you doing? Doing good, man. This song is you playing Warcraft on the recorder, Indian style, to relax and clear your head and focus on the strat you will deploy on your glorious return. Sin. Song by Oka. A model, idiot. We are back to streaming. This is gonna be good. Yeah, well, I didn't take the week off, but I have not streamed in about 2 weeks. Just because of all the stuff I've had to get done outside, which I got done. I was kind of dreading. I got done quite a bit of stuff. I had a lot of work at the house, and then this over this way. So. Here. Oh, I love Remix. Yeah, do you like it? I like it because it's like it's how it should be. Like that's how the expansion should be, the feel, the quest. Like there's a lot of detail and the attention to detail, like in the environment, and just it looks cool and just badass. As before the body type A/B bullshit. It's how it should be. It's chill, and I love how you can choose the difficulty of the world, like between normal, heroic. That's major. I never thought I would enjoy questing again, and though I have it on normal now, I had it on heroic. It was so much fun. But for Chair, what's up, man? Yeah, they did a very good job on it. I'm happy because like they're showing signs of life, and like they did a good job. They did a very good job with it. And they listen to player feedback. I mean, I'm enjoying it more than MOP. Really good. I mean, I like it because it's something chill that I can do after Arena, because Arena's not always chill. I am mixing here. I'll show you. Okay. I'm mixing more greens. I have enough, but I probably need a little bit more. I always try to... Okay, but for Chair. Your work is really good. You need to get in the mindset of doing... Of taking that Barg knowledge and putting it into painting. And that hat setup needs to be better than it is because you're fighting your own setups. Right? So that's what I'm talking about. Because you're very good, but you need to technically go about it like you're doing the bar drawings, and it's going to be much better. And also, I think we need to start doing some charcoal drawings to push the value range in the manner in which we do in Barg. And that's going to help you with keying your values up. And it's also going to help you, like you'll have to figure out how to set up a still life if you don't already. Yeah. Because you definitely have the potential, and you're one of the few people who are, because even like, I comment pretty much on everything that's shown in Show Me Your Work. sometimes I comment a little bit later because I'm looking at it on the fly or something, and then I have to come back and type later. But you're one of the few people who's actually doing what you're supposed to be doing in trying to, like, in terms of like practicing, right? The method of practice is solid, is what you're doing, is my point. So you just need to keep on improving, but you need to take that mentality into your smaller projects that aren't bar drawings, because that's the whole point of bar drawings. The juicy still life setup, yeah. So like a year or two ago, it was 2 years ago. I set up my Halloween still life, and I did a setup video on it, and you should watch that if you haven't. Just to, like, you're gonna need to make a light box, okay? And just get a solid light setup to really, to have a nice sense of light. The setup's the most important thing that you can do. So, yeah. I mean, you can totally do it. You're very good. I'm gonna make that lighter. Or, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make another value in between. There. Actually might put some white into it. That's kind of in between. See? That's pretty close. This. Lighten it up some, add the color. It's okay, I got a new case for it yesterday. That was my phone that fell off my palette. There we go. Woo! Yeah, but you're on the right track with everything, You're on the right track. It's definitely, it's a hard thing to do. And I've said this before, I used to hate still life so much, and I don't anymore, which is really cool. And I really tried not to hate them. And because there's so much value behind it, you learn setting up compositions, something free you can do. It's nice to be able to paint something live that's not off a photograph, There's a lot of lessons behind it, and it's benefited me a whole lot in all my other work. But it teaches you also how to set up lighting, and it's a smaller setup than, say, Human is, and so there's a lot of benefits behind it. And if you're fortunate enough to not hate it at the beginning, like I hated it. I would go around interviewing my friends. What do you like about it? I was trying to figure out, how they like it, what makes them like it, why, what's wrong with you. And then I tried to use it on myself, tried to brainwash myself into it, and eventually it worked. Yes. Yeah, eventually it did work. Eventually it worked. All right. Ah! Just drop this in the lid white. Dang it! Got it. We're good. Nobody panic. Nobody panic! We got it. We got it. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to try to paint this brush in. I haven't been really painting that well recently because I've been so on and off with each of my projects. So I had to repaint the portrait of Charlene Richard. And like put the smile in it and stuff, like just make it better. I darkened the background. The client didn't like, my friend didn't like the landscape. Yeah. And so that I did last week. So last week I just focused on that and I just wanted to get it done. And then, so I've been going back and forth to this, but man, it's tricky because I'm not like in the landscape mentality, but I have to be. I have to be. It's really a problem. All right. So y'all can't see what I just did, but I made a very dark red and a very dark green right here. When you step back, it will blend, but your eye will blend kind of the color in it. It'll give it that extra pop that the painting needs. Oh, does it need it? Oh, does it need it? Extra pop. This is a dagger brush. Jeremy, what's up, man? How are you? Yes, it's good to be on. Thank you for getting on my case about this. Asking, rather. You weren't on my case. It's good. It's a good thing. I need sometimes to be encouraged and pushed, and you guys kind of keep me with it, which is good. It's hard for me right now to keep up with everything that I have going on. I'm very, very fatigued in a lot of ways. And so that's what I've been struggling with that recently. And I'm not like a pussy about things. Like, I'm pretty good at going. I'm not one of these people who's like, okay, mental health day. I'm just saying, like, I have a lot of stuff right now that it's very difficult to get in the studio, and then when I'm in here, it's difficult to be even 80%. It's hard to get that the momentum, right? Good thing QFX didn't hear about the pop. I can push you. Though you need to do time. This is true. I do need time to myself. I do need to be taking care of myself more. But I don't mind you pushing me. So right now I'm keeping this a little bit thinner. Do y'all want me to do a shot where I'm like zoomed in? You know what? I'm gonna do that, I think. It's nice seeing the whole painting, but I want to show y'all it more zoomed in. You'll see probably about right there. Should be good. That way you can actually see what I'm doing. The fog of life. The fog of war. There we go. See, look at this. It's out. Do that. That's probably where it should be. We'll do this. We'll do this. I got an idea. Right here. Good. Okay. I have to move the camera. So this is a close-up. Boom. There we go. What's this game music? Zoom it in. It is zoomed. Don't like that. So I'm kind of doing midtones coming in here, right? And you don't want to like do the same color too much in one area. Working within this value range right here, kind of in between these two. That's going to lighten it up some. Add a little bit of Indian red. Just a little, just a touch. There you go, see, something like that. Just ever so slightly brush it on. Let's do this. Let's go in with kind of the lighter values for up top. Let's see. This is, so we were here. I'm coming here to go here. Let's see what that is. All right, that's not bad. With the oil, it's walnut oil, zooming. Okay. You're gonna see more details up around this area here. And the reason why I'm putting this in now is because I want to work this edge here, right? Get another brush. This one, it's going to be a darker light. Somewhere in between. Something here. I'm going in with the cobalt blue because I like the effect that it has. I like the color. Not feeling these brushes yet. Let's see this. We're just going to go in with the filberts for now, and then I'll go back over it with the daggers. Good. Go off. Go. Rocha! How are you doing, man? Jonas, what's up, man? We're doing this landscape commission. This is going to be a good painting. This is going to be good. I'll zoom it out in a little bit, but I was working some on it last night. I almost streamed, but I couldn't. I was starting a little bit late because Brian keeps on freaking showing up late. Brian, don't do that. It's on showing up late. That son of a bitch. Huh? Some darkness. Darkness. Yes, we need darkness. Now, I need to, this might be okay, but I'm going to try to lighten it up some, add a little bit of chroma. Just a little bit. Might have been too much, but okay. Don't want too much chroma. Should be okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'll show you. Here's a little trick. Take some white, and it's a little bit thick, right? So we're going to go in with a little bit of walnut oil. whatever that is too. And just kind of mix it in there. And so if I need to lighten something, I can use this really quickly to lighten it, and it'll be a little bit more liquid, which is nice because that's kind of what I need. And it's very easy to tint this because it's light color, so it doesn't take much color, right? It's light value rather. Light shows color much more than a mid-tone would. You got to put more color in to make the mid-tone become that color. Yeah, is there going to be a cow? There's going to be many cows. Many cows. Yes. A herd of longhorns. Yes. Could put an 1800s landscaper cutting grass with an old school tool with a blade. Yes. Could do that. All right, so it's worth taking the time to work your palette. In a painting like this where there's lots of colors, it's very easy to like overdo it, right? Not overdo it. It's very easy to make it very muddy, right? And so the way around that is going back to your palette, focusing on your brushes, you know, constantly cleaning your brushes, getting the right color, not working it too much here. If it gets too thick, then I can always scrape it down some. I don't mind doing that. And I don't mind doing that. It's not a waste in my mind because sometimes I need to kind of go through these times where I paint horribly to paint better later. And I don't know why that is. I guess it's just like breaking or getting rid of the cobwebs or whatever. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm taking some here, paint coming in here. There you go. And I don't mind. This might be a little bit too light for what I need, but I know that it can get about that light. So we're gonna go back down some. I'm gonna add a little bit of cadmium, just a touch of yellow ochre. Okay. Quite a nice little effect. I like the effect. Alright. The brush was here. We're going to bring it here. Mescolando I colori. Mixing the colors. Squinting. This is a lot of drawing, a lot of thinking. We're doing high math, mathematical equations, okay? You gotta be smart. You have to be freaking smart. In fact, every morning I wake up, stare at myself in the mirror, and after I finish shaking my head for a solid 5 minutes, I start chanting the mantra, trying to will it into existence. Just be smart. And you have to look yourself dead in the eyes to do this. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just be smart, okay? Just be freaking smart. Squint. And no matter how bad you paint, if you do this brush twirl thing, it makes you look like you know what you're doing. Which looks are all that matters in life. This is correct. This is a very accurate statement by me. usual. What are we doing? Yeah, mix the walnut oil in with the palette knife. What is your definition of muddy? Just look at your face in the mirror. Kidding. Muddy is like, yeah, it's like over blended. It becomes very pasty and grayed out within the color range, right? You know how it is. You keep on mixing something, it becomes muddy. That happens when you have a light value, dark value, and the midtones don't have the color that connect them. Midtones don't have the color because you've blended them in, but the midtones have to have more color. So that's why on the palette I say, you take, say you're doing a drastic thing. You're taking, for example, this, and you're mixing it around here. Well, you have to add color to it because look, let me show you something. If I mix this and this together, this and this, watch what happens. I'm gonna mix a value here, but you're gonna see it as less colorful, okay? Let's do that, so there, and then let's mix it to, I don't know. Let's darken it up some. It's gonna look gray. Okay, so this is it, and it's almost the same value as that, but can you all see the difference? Let me get rid of that piece. Do y'all see the difference? This is a little bit less vibrant than that, so then what you do, you go in and try to get whatever color it is, right? It doesn't always take so much, but you just mix the color in after that, but you gotta make sure the value stays roughly the same. So mix the color in to get it. But so imagine that happening. So that's a little closer, but imagine that happening on the palette. I'm sorry, on the painting, and you're gonna have those gray, the muddy streaks, right? Yeah. So, Grasshopper, what's up? Why am I like this? Yeah. Why are you like this? Try to keep your oil strokes 4 or less, keeps from over blending. Yeah, that's a good rule. That's a good rule. And really, it's just learning to pay attention as to what's on it, because I'll flip the brush because I know what's on the other side of the brush. So you might be able to get more out. It depends on what type of stroke you put in, right? But that's a good rule, 4 or less. If my neighbor lived here, they would have a pool, concrete deck, and an ice rink in the winter. Yeah, so. And here's the thing, that's the light, but I want it a little bit cooler and a little darker. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of the cobalt and cerulean. I kind of had it just kind of mixed together some, and there you go. That's what I want right there. So that's how I go about it. That I put dark so I can sweep this up. Something like that. Coming here, lighten it, add a little bit of orange, a little bit more, and a touch of red. I kind of vary my brush strokes around it. Wipe this off, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with a little bit darker color. I'm I'm going to add a little bit of cobalt blue and a little bit more of the cadmium yellow. Let's give it a little bit of kick. So it should be a value that's going to liken this a little bit, but it's just going to be a little bit cooler than what this was. And the beauty of this is I'm kind of trying to put a texture on it, but I don't want it to just be like a blob of just unorganized color. And so if you lose the drawing, if it becomes like out of control, you can always kind of scrape it down and start over. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so I'm going to take this here. I'm going to take some ultramarine blue and just add some of that into it. Kind of on the tip. There you go, that's what I want. And go back into some areas here. I'm kind of doing this with the brush to get certain parts of the paint off is one of the things that I do. This. There we go. Let's go in with a little bit of light. Light. I don't know how much I like that, but I'm going to try to bring some of this up. See, I can always repaint this. This is not, it's not the end of the world, right? This brush, okay, that was there, and then that one is, okay. Let's actually darken this some. I'm going to bring this brush to here. That's fine. Let's bring this up some. Let's darken. That needs to be a darker thing coming up. I want the darkness coming up. Switch. There you go. Let's push it a little bit darker and then add some ultramarine blue to it. I'm concerned about this, not this right now, because that I can cover by going up with. Go back to the palette, refresh. And let's get one more dark. Another one, right? Smaller brush should still work. Okay. Check this out. Womp, womp. Brings that up some. Here. Make sure just... Also, one of the cool things about like getting in the habit of mixing the colors into the value, how light or dark something is that you can vary the paint up much more, right? You can vary the color up. You get more variety. Wondrous variety. It's nice grass. Something like the Zorn palette, don't they all go muddy then since they are so far apart? No, because you can, that's the whole point with the Zorn palette, you can like, you still have color in it. And you need to add, you know, the red or yellow, or even the black and the white as a blue. You know, I think it helps to have a cooler black. But it's managing the colors within, you know, that range. And here's the other thing is that a color is going to appear gray if it doesn't have enough color besides the next to the ones that actually do have color. So if there's a colorful painting, like if there's a painting, it's just like so colorful, it'll make this look gray. So it contrasts it. So Zorn palette, you can push it very far, but you obviously, like, you're limited with your palette. But within the color range, you can still balance the colors where they're properly playing off each other so that it's not grayed out. Okay? And that's a mistake that a lot of beginner buttholes make, that they say, oh, well, I need more color. And so like they keep on adding more different colors to it, and it's more of learning how to mix those colors into the values. Master Disaster, where's the grass? Hey, brush, this one is trimmed and beat to hell. Why do you not use... I didn't get any new brushes, not recently. Why do you not use a grayscale palette? Is solely from the amount to practice or preference? What's a grayscale palette? I don't know what that is. Like this? Like the actual color of the palette? Is that what you're asking me? Did I hear camping? Probably because you're a homo. And you're thinking this, and you're projecting it because you want it so bad. You and Gears, you're always talking about it, and then one day, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have been messing with Lewis so much about this camping thing that I'm actually wanting to go camping, and I think I'm gay. And it's going to be one of those moments, Oka, where you're just staring at the mirror like this. You'll be trying to tell yourself in the morning, like the routine I say, just be smart, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gay. Burn! Eat it! Reverse the camping on you. Take that shit. You're gonna realize you're gay. You're like, oh my gosh. I'm gay. I thought it was a funny joke. And every single time I led with camping trip. And now I have a boyfriend. What's up, Shakuri? The palette is gray, about 50% gray or neutral. It's pushed a lot in color theory videos. Andrew Tischler also uses one. The first thing I hear is, oh my gosh, I'm gay. That's, no, not me. That really backfired, didn't it? I'm talking about Oka. He realizes he's gay because he's freaking always messing with me with this camping trip bullshit. Bromances are cool. No, they aren't. Of course, Shakuri, that's when she comes in. I don't have anything wrong with that palette. It might help, but it doesn't. Okay. I mean, maybe it does help. I don't know. I'm sure it does help. I'm sure it's good. I'm used to this, and I key my values off this as well. So, but it would make sense because I mean, look, I mean, I've painted my walls gray for the same reason that you're talking about. But I had never heard about a grayscale palette. I was always taught, like the reason why this is light. This is because this is how it cleans, right? Shikari, shut up. Damn it. Such bullshit. No. Oh. What Oka? Lewis. This would be top if he bangs like he plays. There you go. It's like a grisaille, I guess. Right? The palette. I've never seen one before. I had never even heard of one. And I'm sure it's very beneficial. I just, I don't really need it. At least I don't think so. Like I play my colors off each other, and I also, like I said, I key off the palette. I've been weakened. I have been weakened. I have been having a hard time recently focusing my mind for paint. I'll get it back. I've been here before. That's the thing. So when you paint for a long time, you're going to go through these ups and downs, and it's going to be very discouraging, but eventually you'll get a little bit of peace of mind knowing that this stuff is just, it happens, right? And you'll have faith that you're going to come out of it. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. I just it sounds kind of funny. All right, so y'all can't see this, but it grayed out that area because the values were too far apart. Lewis. Real power, straight men only paint with black and red and their penises. Guilty of using only black and red? Raise your hand. Why is everybody always so dumb? Why am I smarter than everybody? Why? Why? Everybody's so dumb. It's funny when people think that. Blocking it.
No, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. What's wrong with me? So stupid. Wait a second. I messed that up.
QFX, what's up? What are we doing? This is so hard. Sucks. That's okay, I'll fix it.
This is, it is what it is. What it is. Sin.
Nice. It looks nice, thank you. Still gotta repaint it. Nothing's ever right, Shakuri. You know that. Better than anybody.
Shit.
You started a new drawing? Nice.
How dare you insult me in this manner? I insulted everybody. Wait, no. Got this. Let me just. This might be too light.
In fact, I know it's too light. That doesn't work. But I know what I'm trying to do with this. Bring this down some. Cut pieces in.
You start the Legion Mog farm.
I mean, I'm 70, I think. It's fun. I'm having a good time. It's a nice change. It's a nice break. It's something we can do after Arena. It's chill. Really, really enjoy it, to be honest. They did a good job with this.
I shall inform the authorities this instant.
This instant. Let me do this. This. We're just working this one side. Bring this down some so I can bring the water, or bring the
brush into the water. Cool this down some.
actually grayed out some of it purposefully. Whoopsies.
You hit 80? No, I'm 70. So Legion rewards are 10 times better than anything they have ever had for Arena. It's schooling me today. Do you ever clean your palette cup thing? Yeah, occasionally I do. I bought, this is actually a new one. The other ones I had since I was in school, which are these, and you can't even fit the cap on anymore. Look at this. Look how bad this is. You'll see it. It's just horrible. I said, why am I doing, like, I never thought to look up another one. I don't know. It's very strange sometimes what I do. Smaller brush. I have the color, but I didn't have the size for it. There we go. This is gonna be a little bit darker. And what I can do too is bring the, use another brush for dark. See, today, again, I'm really not painting that well, but my goal is to kind of work through this. That's my goal today. Some days you have it, you're like, okay, I can see what I need to do. And that's not today. And it hasn't been for some time. And sometimes what that is, at least with me, is that I'm about to jump forward in my work. That does happen. However, I don't think that's what this is. This is just, I'm painting bad. That's all this is. This is not camping you. What is it? I don't want to know what that means. Ancient. Let's just say your donut doesn't come back the same size you want. Camping with juicers. Don't throw it out. That donut became a rubber band. I'm telling you, Oka and QFX, y'all are going to be like, I have been joking about camping so much that I think I'm actually gay now. Like, you're going to realize that you brainwashed yourself into it. Okay? And when you do, Gears will be waiting with those oily biceps. Paint greatness tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not, maybe I should be, I'm not concerned, but because this has happened before. But yeah, it's just how it is. There. Let's do. Let's do that. What photos has he shared with me? It was his so what happened was, it was his Instagram account. And I think on the account, because he's
like, I don't know why I always pictured him like overweight or something, but I don't know what he did or said to make me think that. But then he had us look up his account once. I think he reverse psychologied me into saying, what's your Instagram account? So he shared it, and he shared it so fast. It was almost like he had it ready on paste. He was just waiting for the moment. And then you go through and you look, and he's just jacked. Like his arms, he has the guns and everything. I was just like, what the hell? It made me like rethink my workouts. Yeah, it was pretty funny. 4:40. I have about 20 more minutes, and then I have to go. Help me, Papa. Me, Papa. This might be something where I like scrape this down afterwards. I won't scrape it down here, but maybe later I'm like, this sucks. Maybe I'm like, it doesn't suck. We'll see. Yeah, he photoshopped the pics. He's in shape. He's in shape. You got to give it to him. He's in shape. You know, it's no easy thing getting as strong as he is. It is difficult staying up with everything. And a lot of this, like, is my mentality, but it's oftentimes I sometimes get a little bit too uptight in my work, and you have to have a degree of fluidity in it. And sometimes I have that, and sometimes I don't, and I kind of don't right now. And again, that's okay. Like I've been here so many times before. Yeah, right, QFX. You pop in the attic? All right, Cotterell Shaw, see you, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. But aren't some bodybuilders kind of weak? They're all very strong, but they're talking about like sometimes like climbers are very strong because they're working. There's a lot of very small muscles like in the rotator cuff and stuff like that that aren't always exercised. Now, a good bodybuilder will do the correctives, which is like strengthening like the rotator cuff, strengthening all these other like smaller muscles like your hips, working on your glutes, doing these things, working on your back, having a strong back. But a lot of guys, when they first start, they just do the big muscles. And so it's like chain's only as strong as the weakest link, you're still getting exercise and you're going to be stronger than the average person, definitely. But, you know, the smaller muscles aren't getting worked out because they're not focused on. So it's not that they're weak. Far from it. It's just like these small connecting muscles, and strengthening your ligaments and tendons over a period of time is extremely important too. But like climbers are oftentimes extremely strong. They have that grip, you know. But if you ask them to bench press something, right, that's, you know, it's going to be very difficult for them. So it really just depends on, you know, what you're doing. So the beauty of this, though, is that I can continuously go over it with this technique, even after it dries, right? And you can still keep on working that brush effect. So I've kept this pretty thin, if you've noticed, because when I'm going over it, I'm kind of taking some of the old paint off. And that's how I'm working this. Just got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. You know, try to be smart. Yeah, a lot of them do get hurt. I mean, the thing here's the other thing is that, like, a lot of these guys get hurt because they're on steroids, and your muscles and when you first start, you're like, men's muscles grow faster than their joints and ligaments strengthen. So you'll see, and like, how you lift is extremely important. A lot of it has to do with technique, but these pros, you know, these big guys, have all these joint issues. The human body's not meant to be that big. I mean, there's always you're gonna have like some people who are just more physically prone to that, like genetically that they get bigger, but in terms of just on average, people aren't meant to be like gorillas. Like with me, I only weigh 175. It's like my weight that I always I could gain weight if I wanted to, but I would have to really work hard to maintain that. So, and like, so when you're pushing past your own bodily limit, after a while, your joints are going to wear out. And like, a lot of my friends hurt their knees. Like, I remember like in their early 20s, you know, you tear things. I tore my chest. Stupid stuff. You know? I mean, it's just how it is. This, you know what? This is actually, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more color in here and not worry about the trying to make it look like finished. Because I'm gonna go back over it again. I'm gonna keep on going over this until the brush looks like how I want it to look. But I'm gonna add a little bit more warms in there to contrast the greens. See, sometimes you're like, oh, this needs to be more green, so you put more like vibrant yellow and blues, mixing vibrant greens in. But you can play off the warms just as easily, so you don't need to go so high chroma. You know, you just play off, just put some warms in there. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And okay, that's what I'm doing. Instead of thinking, okay, I need to finish this, which I can't.
I'm just gonna keep on putting some marks here and there. This is actually the brush that I want. That's where the line is here. Put that way. I'm fine with that. And then deeper, darker, redder. Okay, that's fine. Do something like that. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to work this area up just a little bit more than I have it. Curry gets hurt all the time. Did you visit? Oh, you're going? What's that? The Rijks Museum? How do you say that? Is it Rembrandt's house too? Ooh. Rembrandt. Rembrandt. It's going to look a little bit dark. Sweet. It's all right. Oh. See, the beauty is, so you go over it like when it's dry afterwards, and you're going to be able to get a better tooth, and you can bring the light up or bring it down, right? But so we have kind of this effect there, but it's good to push the color on the underneath layers sometimes, which I should probably be pushing a little bit more than I am. I'll just leave that there for now. Pompeii. I'm going to zoom this out some for us. Actually, I'm going to start cleaning the brushes up since I'm kind of at that point. But yeah, let me zoom this out for y'all. And I'll start cleaning the brushes up really quick. Ooh, I forgot to put this on. That's not good. All right, this. There we go. That's okay. It's okay. It's looking okay. So I need to keep on working it. I'll keep working this, but I should probably work this side as well. Might need to gray out some. It's hard to tell. It's pretty sunken in here. It's coming along. It's all right. Can't complain. Just clean my palette. Yes. When did they nerf Hunter? Could use a duck if Pompeii people are too much work. So I'm gonna have, my client wants longhorns, so like just like all about here. So I'm gonna put them going down the hill and stuff. And he wants blue bonnets, so I'm gonna put some here and probably some over here, and just kind of about. But this is it's a Texas landscape. This should be a good painting, because I mean, obviously, like it is a solid piece. You know, it's pretty big. So it's going to be one of my better landscapes, but I'm just going so slow on it. It's kind of annoying me. Yeah. Thanks, Grasshopper. Yeah, it's looking okay. I just need to be doing better. I've had a lot of distractions recently, and it's hard to get a painting like this going when it feels like I'm always starting on it. You know, you need to have like you need to get momentum, and I haven't gotten momentum on this yet, which is a problem. But it's still looking good. I kind of got some momentum up here, and so I was able to get a lot done here. And this actually probably looks better than, well, it looks better on stream than it does in real life. But on stream, that's kind of how it looks more like when it's oiled out, which is nice. But that area is just blocked in, so I'm going to have to oil it out and then continue painting. Rhett got nerfed. That's okay. They're both. The thing with Rhett, like, it had a lot of damage. But it's the utility that Rhett has that makes it so hard. You know? It's the utility. They can, you know, they throw everything off. But we do pretty good against them, though, honestly. Hunters, though, no. Hunters are insane. They're absolutely insane. Stuff we have to do for a win is just over the top. I think it's easier if you have more time to get into it. It is, Shakuri. I mean, look, like painting, that's what it is. You have to get your head into it and just keep with it and go in day after day and work on it. And my goal has been not to quit what I'm doing recently, just because, like I said, there's a lot going on, and sometimes I let it get the better of me. But like this last week, I had a lot of stuff I had to get done at the house, a lot of stuff, and I got all of it done. But I can tell you right now, I could literally lay down on the ground and pass out. I could fall right asleep. And you know what? Look, I don't mean to. I'm not complaining, and I'm really not complaining. I'm just saying that
when you have a lot going on, it does make it very difficult to paint. It's not something you can just say, oh, well, I was in there for 5 hours today. I should, the quality of your working matters, right? Getting your head into it. You can be more efficient in 1 hour, get more done in 1 hour than you can in 5 if you're thinking about things. And that's what I mean. And a lot of that is on me because it's like, so before I was helping with my mom and dad so directly, like, because I'm living at there now, I still have my place. So it's like 2 minutes away, but I'm not staying at my place. And so when, like, I used to in the morning just like had my routine. I would sit there, like, clear my head, think. I would plan out my day. I knew what I was. Then I came in here and I did it, and I had the energy to do it, and it's just not there right now, and that's okay. But it's you. So that's why I was like, okay, you keep going. You don't stop. You have to keep going. And be patient with yourself with this. That's my strategy right now. And I'm saying this because you guys, when you're painting, if you get discouraged, you're like, oh, I can't do this right now because I have this, I have that. Just go in and get something done, and it doesn't need to be perfect. But you're like, today, I might come in tomorrow and say this, what I did was horrible. And I'm looking at it right now, and I don't really like the design, but I know that's going to change. So you have to think a couple steps ahead, but it keeps you in the game, right? Which is what you want. Did your mother like her room? Oh, she cried when she saw it. I felt really good because look, it was something that was keeping her up at night. She had told me this like several months ago. Let me catch up. I'll tell you that in a second. Let's see. So Gigo Sway, though, there's just enough damage to make it interesting enough. Yeah, they're still very strong. Stop getting distracted. You're an artist. To hell with mundane life. You could be destined for greatness. I am. Is Barter still pumping? Yeah, he is. He is. He played with us the other night. Zerk's Clooney post had me thinking you lost another one. No. I don't. He was saying that when he got in Discord last night. I don't know why he was saying it. It was really funny though. And I didn't know his reference, even though I had seen Ocean's 11. And he posted it, and I immediately remembered. He had that on his mind. Maybe do a painting of a hunter standing on a Ret Paladin's corpse with arrows coming from the side. Start doing malicious paintings of the classes I don't like a ice lance going up their ass or something. Should just accept you can't do everything perfect. Yeah, exactly, Shakur. That's kind of how it is. It is a good exercise in things. But yeah, let me say this, and then I got to run. But Oka was asking about my mom's room. So ever since Dad was diagnosed in like 2012 or 13 with dementia. And that's when it started getting really hard then. And so there's 2 rooms that are upstairs that are Mom's rooms. So first is the computer room, okay? And which had her computer, it had a little couch. It's like a little small room leading into a larger room that has her beautiful studio because she's actually very creative. She doesn't paint, but she does like kind of arts and crafts stuff, but she's very good at sewing and making like hats, like old-fashioned hats and dresses and all sorts. Like, it was her place to be creative, and so she would have these projects going. It was. I remember like in high school, just being up there, seeing her just relaxing, and it was just a very pleasant place. She, I think, kind of lost it when Dad, like the trauma of going through what she did of losing Dad in her mind. He's not lost, but I'm just in the sense that he got dementia. And it was like going into a time capsule. All these papers from 2012, 13, and it just got scattered. It's like her brain got jumbled, and then it scattered everything, and then it was just like she started storing things in it, and those rooms were just trashed. I mean, just a mess. It was like you had to step over things, so like it was papers everywhere, like family photos, like anything. Like I found a pasta maker up there at one point. Like it was just like insanely bad, and it was for a long time. And then the rooms in the house all around were starting to get cluttered. So slowly, with the help of my brother, or actually my sister and my sister-in-law, they helped clean like a room or two, like downstairs once, and we slowly got it. And then finally, Mom went out of town like last summer or something. I cleaned the computer room up when she wasn't there, because if she was there, she'd be saying, "Oh, well, don't do this, don't do that." So I wait until she goes and I just get it done. This time I cleaned up her room, and so I didn't know how bad it affected her, but she said it was like something where she was just like, she didn't think it could happen, and it was really on her mind. And so got that out of the way. Now she has her room. She can go and just chill and relax, and and that's important for her. And that's why. So I did that this weekend, and it was a lot of work. It was so much work that my back afterwards was just like so incredibly sore. And I didn't know I was that tired from doing it. So, yeah. And so it was very satisfying. And it's also kind of, even though those aren't my rooms, I kind of feel like, I mean, it probably affected me some too, because I think when you clean, it organizes your mind and you just feel better in general. If you're living in like a cluttered area, it's like it does something to your brain. And so that's kind of what happened. It was good. It's good. But I was trying to, and there was a couple other things I had to do that, because she was out of town, and it's easier to get things done when she's not there, because her personality is just, she has to get involved with everything, and it just makes it too hard for me. So I got everything done I needed to. It was intense, but we got it, and so now I can get back. Between that and repainting the Charlene Richard portrait, like I totally repainted it. So it's been a week, and I've been going like I need to just chill, honestly. It's been too much. Yeah. And it was like, also I was taking care of Dad at the same time. Like I didn't have, nobody else is there. So like she went out of town, I was doing it was intense. It was very intense. Oh, and also, and I have, you know what? I got to do this really fast, and then I got to go, because now I'm late. But y'all are going to laugh at this. So this is how stupid I can be. The last thing I needed to do, I had cleaned the room, and on Monday it was going to be good weather. So I went outside, back porch, back deck. We have a wood holder that my dad built like 10, 15 years ago, and it was damaged because it's, wear and tear. So I was like, okay, I need to fix that. I wanted to do it when Mom was away, because I won't get into that. She was on my case about it. She wanted to replace it. I didn't want to. I said I can fix it. So I waited. I fixed it. I was out there. I was fixing it. But that morning it was leg day, and I thought it would be a good idea to continue with my workout in the morning. So my legs were exhausted. Well, I fixed the wood carrier, and then I said I thought it would be smart to bring up all the wood, because I was like, I'm just going to bring up all the wood and stack it. I'll bring the wood up. I have to wheelbarrow it from the wood pile at the bottom of the hill, barrel it up to the top, and then I have to carry it up essentially a flight of steps that's probably about 15 stairs. And then I mowed the lawn after that. I was so tired by the end of the day, I couldn't move. I was just like, I was laying on the couch like, you're an idiot. I felt like I was going to die. This is after cleaning everything. That was Monday. That was Monday.
So well, taking care of Dad, yeah, kind of. Like, so he was able to talk still and like move around. I remember like 2015 he could kind of, but he was kind of getting out of it. Then 2016 he was really out of it, but you still talked to him. 2017, 18, he was out. And then it got really intense 2019, 2020 or so is when they decided to put him in the home, which I've told you all about, and we got him out. I think it was 2020, it might have been after. No, it was after. It was like 21 or 22. I think they put him in the home. I forget which, but I remember 20 I was around, and then that COVID bullshit everybody had to put up with. But yeah, this was just like, it's been a long time. It's been a lot, but you know, you gotta watch after your parents. You have to. Gotta watch after them, guys. Y'all are awesome. I have to run. Get back in time for the art class. But I will see y'all probably be streaming next week. So I'm not sure about tomorrow. I might actually take the day off because I am just, I need to take care of myself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I don't, I'll come in and stream, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. It depends on how I feel. I've been going too hard. I don't like what I've done here. I'll probably have to repaint it. Y'all are awesome. Sorry I haven't been streaming much recently, but we're going to get back into it. I'll be streaming next week. And I'll show you all the portrait and everything that I repainted when I come back. So, all right. I'll see you guys. Be smart. Don't be gay, Oka. Stop being gay.